Sword Rider, Transformers reviews and toy related chat. Sword Rider, Sword Rider.
Hello everyone, it's Sword Rider here, and I'm here for another Lost for 30 Years video. And today I'm going to be looking at G.I. Joes. I will put a picture of all the Joes up there that I've managed to find that are in a bit of a mess at the moment, but I'm just going to talk you through a few of them that I really like and the memories attached to them. So the first one is probably one of my favourite Joes, Rock and Roller, I think his name is. Now, one thing I will say a lot about these G.I. Joes is I'm shocked at how many pieces I still have, but I've been really frustrated about the bits that are missing. Now, Rock and Roller here you'll see has kind of a shotgun, almost like Arnie's in T2 with a scope on, and that used to could attach to his leg, and I remember that was a gimmick I loved as a kid, but unfortunately the pegs have broken off, which is a little bit of a shame. He also comes with this Gatling gun. He should have two of them attached to his backpack, but I can only find one, which is a little bit disappointing. I'm not too bothered about it, because it's still quite a nice display piece, but even though I'm not going to actively get into collecting G.I. Joes again, I would like to maybe complete a few of these guys. Even if I don't, it would still look good on the shelf like that. So Rock and Roller is one of my favourite G.I. Joes from when I was a kid, and I'm happy I found it. Another favourite is Snake Eyes, and I was so happy to find all the pieces for him, even for his nunchucks that were all in separate boxes. Absolutely love Snake Eyes. Again, another one of my favourites when I was a kid. Although I don't remember him actually coming with this machine gun, this like Uzi gun. But apparently, from looking at a few websites and a few pictures, he did come with it. So there you go. But Snake Eyes here is only one of a handful of Joes that I've actually got complete. Really love him. Great figure. Now I'm mentioning this one because I don't even remember playing with him much when I was a kid. I remember his box, his rescue box, more than the actual figure. But this is Lifeline. And the reason why I'm calling him out is when I sent a few pictures to my fellow Figure Force people, Rudy, John and Dave, they were all in all that I've got a Lifeline. So I thought I would shout him out and show you guys what it looks like. He's in pretty good nick, a few nicks here and there, but pretty cool figure. Missing a couple of pieces, as I say. His box, I believe, does open. I don't know what's inside it, I haven't know. Oh yeah, so some air tanks and that. Another Snake Eyes. Now this is almost up there with G2 Transformers for the neon colours. Really cool figure. This Snake Eyes comes with a blade and a silenced pistol. I know this backpack I don't think goes to him, but it was an identical backpack that was blue, which I can't find, but I know that hook did go to Snake Eyes, so I've kind of just stuck them all together for now. But I love the detailing on him. I love the mask. I'm sure I had one of the bigger figures of him when I was younger, but I haven't stumbled across it. But yeah, another cool little figure. This guy here is Salvo, and Salvo was probably one of the guys I played with as a kid the most. And it's weird because he came with this. I'm missing a lot of pieces of him, by the way. This like mine launcher, and also this like rocket launch that's almost Arnie Commando style. A bit has broken off in storage over the years, and I'm missing a few missiles. His helmet does come off. Now, for some reason, for this guy, when I was a kid, I remember I made him a samurai sword out of a little bit of plastic and one of my dad's curved sewing needles, because he makes saddles, works with leather. And I used one of those to make a samurai sword for him, which was pretty dangerous to have as a kid, a big needle on there and that. But I always remember playing with him with that samurai sword. It was his weapon of choice. And it was a bit odd, because I always remember him without any of these accessories, his bald fodder, and just using that sword. So even though part of me really wants to complete him and get him back to his former glory, the other part to me wants to make him a samurai sword and just display him solely with that, just because of that memory. Which, to be honest with you, this guy isn't much to pick up. He's about a tenner for a complete one. I may just do that, pick up a complete one, have him on display, and have this guy on display next to him with a mateship samurai sword. Why not? Another couple of cool figures are Pathfinder here and Topside. Topside is a Navy SEAL. I think he come with a helmet originally, which I don't have. I just have his gun and his backpack missing his missiles. Pathfinder, on the other hand, is pretty much complete. Got all of his parts, his double guns that attach to a hip. Another couple of Joes here are Gridiron and Bullhorn. Now, I've dropped one of his guns. Gridiron here is pretty much complete again. He comes with like American football grenades on the side here, and a big rocket launcher machine gun thingy and an American style football helmet, as well as these elbow pads. I'm a bit shocked that he's pretty much complete, especially with all these little pieces, so I'm happy to have him. Gridiron here is a really cool figure. Missing one piece as like a surround for this gun. It almost makes it look like a megahorn. But the coolest thing about him is there is, inside his backpack, a sniper rifle that clips together. That's really, really cool. Some of these Joes come with so many cool accessories, it is untrue. But these two guys, looking good, even though this one's missing a piece. Here we have Undertow and Stretcher. Stretcher's surfboard things, unfortunately missing a few pieces, and Undertow here is missing his mask. A few vehicles now, and apologies I don't know the names to these, but there was a couple of G.I. Joe gliders. Bit of a bad way, been battered, packed away for years. But they did come with a couple of figures. Again, don't know these guys' names, but pretty cool things nevertheless. A bit of an oddity, really, but pretty cool. Also, I have this Cobra Jeep. I think it should have some rockets on the back of it. And I don't know what character came with this, but I remember getting it from a car boot sale, and it come with Baroness here. So whenever I see one of these, I always think of Baroness. I have managed to find a little Uzi gun for her. Don't know what it's from. Might be from some knockoffs or something, but it fits quite well and it suits her. As well as the Jeep, I managed to find this snowmobile. I forget what it's called. I remember it had round Gatling guns that fit here that unfortunately are missing. And the character, I don't know his name, sorry, but I have got his skis. Looks like a bit of a Russian kind of geezer. I really like this figure actually. I've got a couple of guys that I believe came with vehicles that I can no longer find. Got these two fellows again, don't know the names, but this one comes with a cool parachute that I never took out, so that's packed as it was when it came out of the packaging. And this guy here, I think he's missing a few plastic pipes that come out of him, and he's missing a little gun that fits in the middle of his waist Uzis or whatever they are. A few more randoms, again, don't know who they are. Couple of astronaut type G.I. Joes, and sorry Rudy, I know you told me his name, but I remember you said he got like an Ace McCloud backpack, and this is an astronaut figure. Again, sorry I don't remember all these names. Another couple here, again missing a few parts, and a guy all in purple. Got Heavy Duty here. I have got part of his missile gun set, but unfortunately it's broken over the years. One thing I will say is these guys used to remind me a little bit of some of the characters from Predator. Bullhorn here, I forgot to mention this, reminded me a little bit of Billy from Predator, and this guy reminded me of Dylan. Now here is an oddity. This is Clean Sweep, and he came with this water cannon shooter, which is weird. This guy is complete. He's got a very trendy moustache underneath, and he's got all this mud work, and I believe it changes colour when you spray water at it. A few more Joes that I can't remember the names of. Another character I'm a bit of a sucker for is Deep Six here. A diver, massive fan of a diver. That's why I'm a fan of Octopunch, to be honest. Cool ginger hair. Another cool figure. Another couple of strange ones are Stalker here and Overkill. Now these come with a bit. I think these probably come out at the same time actually as the Generation 2 Seekers that had like noise packs on the back, and Generation 2 Optimus Prime. These come with sounds like so. So here is Overkill's. Destroy. Bat Attack, I think it is. Wipe Out. And Laser Gun Sound. And his hand was detachable. There was a little hand that you could store here, but I can't find it. Stalker, on the other hand, he comes with these noises. Machine Gun. Let's Party, not Let's Farty. Because he does sound... Yeah. Blitz'em. Attack. Two cool figures. This guy actually, Overkill, his chest opens out and there's a gun inside, which I think is pretty cool. I'd have to be really careful because there you go. Another oddity is Ozone here. Now he was part of the Space Brigade line. I think it was from about 1993. I think these were basically retools and repaints of earlier Joe figures. But done in bright neon colours, again, like G2. Some of the figures actually had rocket launchers for arms and all that kind of stuff, which are pretty cool. Yeah, so Ozone here. Bit of a funny one. Getting towards the end of these now, we've got a very loose Cobra Commander. He's on his last legs, quite literally. He's not going to stand up. I've actually ordered some O-rings, and I'm going to do a replacement video on him to show you how, well, see if it works really. But on top of that, he's the only Cobra Commander I've got actually, before I get to that. He's the only Cobra Commander I've got, and I would like him in a display. He came with a drone launcher thing, but not a clue where that thing is. Now in the bag of bits here, I have got some other pieces. This fellow here, and I forget his name, has seen better days. Now, when I do my restoration video on Cobra Commander, I'm also going to put this guy back together because I have got all the pieces. I've got a bit of a broken buggy. I've actually got some of these figures in there. Are these Action Force figures? Or earlier Joes? I don't know. Not a clue. Not a Scooby. I've got a knockoff Joe here. This guy was my Duke, actually. They used to sell these in QuickSave. Remember QuickSave? For those in the UK? He's pretty cool for a knockoff. Corpse, I think they were called. Yeah. What else have we got in here? Anything in there? Got another old knackered Joe, and I don't know his name. He looks a bit like Brains from Thunderbirds. Pilot. Another pilot. And a Miles Mayhem figure. That can actually go with the rest of my mask stuff. Right there. There you are, Miles. So, that's it, really. That's the majority of my Joes. I know it's been a little bit of a long one. I wanted to show them you individually rather than just flying through them or showing you a picture of them and all that stuff. So sorry it's taken so long. But that's my JoJo's. I'm going to pack a lot of them away now in storage. I want to keep a handful of them out for restoration and display. I've been Zork Rider, and I'll catch you again soon.